Bioware just dropped this community update thing about the next Dragon Age, and it was kind of wow. I read it already, but we're gonna skim through it a little bit for the video. But bro, I was not expecting no shit like this. Legit, I was playing Anthem. I don't know if that video's out. It should be. It should be. Unless I drop these on the same day. Who knows? I might be dropping these on the same day. But legit, I was playing Anthem for like the like 4 year anniversary, making that video. And then this fucking came out. I saw I'm like, what the fuck? So I went to go read it. It's kind of wild. Because legit, we don't know shit about Dragon Age outside of the title and the setting, because those things are already like, I mean, the title kind of did just like, they kind of just announced the title. Like, hey, look, we got a title now. But we already knew it was gonna be the next Dragon Age. We already knew what it was gonna fucking be about because of Inquisition. We didn't know an official title. We already knew like the supposed main villain and like where it was going because of all the leaks and shit before. So I already knew it was like, oh, it's gonna be a Tevinter game. It's gonna be about Solus as being evil, destroying the Fate, shit like that. We already fucking knew. They just confirmed that, and that's it. But this little community thing, bro, they put some shit in here, and I kind of want to talk about it. So they talk about their pieces of their team and like how they trying to do like combat and stuff now with they new like systems that they're making, which is fine. I just want to see these systems. I want to hold these systems in my hand on a controller and play with them hoes to really know what the fuck they're talking about. We can't really get much out of their words because we haven't seen a damn thing of Dragon Age, like a damn thing of Dragon Age. But we do have their writing, what they're saying about it, and they're talking about new skill trees and stuff like that. Then they actually show some, so they show like the creators of it, the programmers of it. They like give us names of people. I was like, this is a lot of just like detailed information on who's working on this game, which I we usually don't get. We usually know the heads of the studios, but I mean, Bioware has lost so many like big named heads that now, like legit, fucking Luke Barrett, the writer, bro, fucking Daryl Christmas, the programmer. Now we get names of just like everybody working on the game, which is kind of wild. I mean, I kind of like that. Uh, somewhat like, but they talk about like the progression of like turning skill points into skills, and I'm like, that's usually how level progression work in RPGs. I don't know if they're like changing it, kind of, but that's kind of what they're doing. And then they show like they talk about like nodes and unlock nodes to gain like power levels. I'm like, that's kind of what they did with Inquisition. It doesn't sound like it's too different. It might be like a slight I mean, like overhaul to what they already had, but it doesn't sound like it was gonna be too different. Then they showed like they talk about builds, which I'm like, usually they're just classes. I mean, they kind of like got builds around classes because you can make like fucking extra tank builds with like berserkers and shit like that, or you can make like just like the fastest stealthiest fucking rogues and shit. Like there's always been like some builds around Dragon Age, but they usually just been like your class and you just do the most damage real fast, and it's like that's all you really need. But like they're making this out to be like a different like type of RPG system, but it seems like it's gonna be the same. I don't know. Like my interpretation of this and yours will probably be different. I'm gonna link this the Bioware blog down below so y'all can read it yourselves to like get all the information. But then they show like defenders, and they got like the warrior class, captain, knight. So those are probably the three like skill trees that you go down. Probably four because defender has a skill tree as well. And then this one says like battle master. I don't know what the fuck that means, but like these are probably like the classes that you have inside like the warrior like makeup. Because then you have like your specialty classes. So then you would be like a basic warrior, either sword and shield or two handed, and then you'll go into like Templar or like fucking knight or like, I mean, arcane warrior back in the day. I mean, that was more of a mage class than anything. But yeah, then you have like those like subclasses of like the basic warrior class. That's what this looks like to me. When they show like the little skill tree thing and how you like place your points into like certain things to like get the abilities or to level up the abilities, maybe because they're not really detailed on these. But they got zero in the warrior. They got 24 of them in the knight class, and they got 11 of them in the captain class. And I'm like, okay, what does that actually mean in the grand scheme? We don't know because we don't have a visual representation of what those things actually mean. This is just how the systems is gonna go in like the grand scheme of the whole game. That is what they're trying to give off. Like this is how we're gonna build the level up RPG system, and this is how it's gonna work around building classes and all that. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then it has like the night. Then it has like a reset button. I don't know if that's gonna be in the game. They're not just about to let you just reclass anytime you want. There's usually like a potion or something you can find out in the world in Dragon Age. They can like let you respec your character how you want them. But usually you be locked into this shit. So you gotta like, play through the game a couple times to find like your main build, or you just wait for somebody to upload a YouTube video nowadays, which a lot of people do with games now. They don't just go in and figure out it themselves. They want to play as optimal as possible because there's no time to just be playing a fucking game over and over again, especially in this climate when every big game comes out every other fucking month. You don't have time to play one game for a long time. You got to get through that shit quick. I have so many games on my backlog because games keep fucking coming out. I don't have time to play all them bitches. But I'm gonna keep playing them until I finish that shit. But then it goes, they talk about Bruno and how he's the UX designer to like make these interfaces that people build look good. So his job is to make whatever this system is look fucking good. And they show how he's going about that. So this is legit the node system. I guess that's the node system. A lot of games use this type of like branching tree thing system. So this is not like a new thing, not a revolutionary thing. Even Bioware themselves used this in Inquisition, even though they were smaller and they all were like pretty linear design. There wasn't a whole lot of paths you can go. I think every class had like three of them, and you just go down their little tree things. You have to buy one to get to the other one. Everybody know that type of system, but this shit is crazy. And with me looking at this, they don't really tell us too much information. It just shows like, okay, this is gonna be where this skill goes. This is gonna be this branching skill over here and all that. And I kind of understand the flow chart system that is going on. But what we don't know, what we still haven't found out yet, is what the fuck the main character is gonna be like anyway. So legit, we don't know who the main character of this game is. We know who the main villain of the game is. It's fucking Solus, the Dread Wolf. It's in the title. We don't know what the fuck the main character is capable of. So we all know the warden. He was the great warden from the first game. Hawk from the second game was just, I don't know what the fuck. Hey, that nigga Hawk was just a fucking demon in the second game. The Inquisitor had their whole little like rift fade thing that they did in Inquisition. What the fuck is gonna be the thing for the main character of Dread Wolf? We don't know, but we have all these fucking branching trees. Is this for one class? Like, so is every version of the main character, like if he's a rogue or an archer or a mage or a warrior, are they all gonna have this many fucking tiles to go through? Or is it like the mage tiles, the rogue tiles, the warrior tiles, all on the same page, and then this middle one is like the one that the main character's like basic ability, like the Inquisitor's little rift hand thing. They don't know. They don't really talk about it either. Which is kind of crazy, but I mean, it leads fans to speculate hard as fuck about what the hell is going on here. And they talk about how many times they like went over this thing over and over again, and this is like the simplified version of it, which is great. I mean, I understand that, but then they have like they show like more like how these things are going to go, what is connected to what, how do you get to this like faster optimizations of it and stuff, and then like color coding. And I mean, you see like little things in here, it's fucking skill graph. It's fine. But we still don't know what the fuck the main character is even capable of to understand if this is for every like if this is gonna be like chopped down per class, or is this for every fucking class? And you just like there's so many unknowns that like we can't make too much of the information that they gave us in this fucking blog post. But they actually gave us quite a bit, which is wild. You say, does the navigation work well? Is the information overwhelming or confusing? I mean, right now it is because we literally don't know a damn thing about the game. But I mean, once we see more of the game, once they preview more of the game, then we'll make sense of all of it. We've been playing Bioware games a long time. For the Bioware fans that have been here a long time, all the new ones coming in, it's not going to be too hard to just adjust to it. and like learn what the system has. And then they talk about it like, hey, yeah, they hype for this shit. We're hyped for this shit. Hopefully everybody else is hyped for this shit. And then they got some community spotlights. They show like artists that be like on Twitter and stuff, sharing stuff, which is cool. Some cross players doing their thing. That's old dude from the anime. The anime was actually really fucking good. So if you haven't seen it, you might as well go ahead and watch it. I think it's like 7 or 8 episodes. It's not that long. It's hella funny. It's cool. They got some Mass Effect shit going in there. Some more cross players and a meme, a fucking meme. The fucking Mass Effect. Oh my god, Mass Effect was so bad, and then it's like, why don't we just go over the fucking mountain? Straight over the mountain, bro. You could try. It's hard as fuck to do. I mean, once you like force the fucking Mako up a mountain, it's satisfying as hell just to like go the fucking easy way. But you know how long it's gonna take you to get up this fucking mountain to go across? Come on now, it's toxic as hell. But yeah, they talk about how everybody got some questions because they gonna be like answering some and more fucking Bioware blogs to come. So they're saying they're gonna do this more often, which I'm hype about because I want to know more about this fucking game that is coming out that has been in development for how long. I just want to know more, and I hope y'all want to know more too. But yeah, I think I'm ending this video right here. So thank y'all for watching, like, subscribe if you're new. This has been a cool little like peer into what Bioware has been doing all this time, and everything still looks like extra early in fucking development. From what I get from this, it's like everything is still like being created, and I'm like, bro, I thought y'all was deep in this shit already, bro. It's like on the outside looking in, everything's fuck. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I really don't know what the fuck to take from this. But I like the small details. I like the like spotlight of like developers is like on ground level, not just all the big heads that you know their names all the time. So I mean, this is all cool. I like this little art of like this necromancer type, and they're pulling something out of a dragon, like a piece of his brain or some shit. That's wild. They got some skeletons moving some shit around. That's very Taventer esque. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about Dragon Age down below, and I'll see y'all in the next video.